Assalamu alaikum, and thanks for watching Hot Conflict. Well, today I'm going to be talking about another alternative career, and that is getting involved in media and the arts and entertainment field, whether for commercials, TV, or on stage, by becoming an actor. Now, as we know, there's a need for Muslims to be more vocal, more apparent to general Western societies, and more in front of the camera and in the limelight to be better representatives of the Muslim society and Muslim community in the United States and in the West, to show that we're integrating and making a positive contribution to various fields, and that includes the arts. So how does one become an actor? Well, many people think that it's necessary to get undergrad degrees in drama or English literature or acting, or go to a big acting school. If you're in one of the major cities for acting, that'd be either New York or LA, then there are a lot of places to get education and find classes and learn about the film industry. But in almost every major city in the United States, you can go to a community college or an adult learning annex or a leisure learning institute and find people who are there to instruct in beginning acting, stage presence, voice, presentation, the memorization of lines, developing characters. And actually, if one is inclined, just like anything else in life, if you're interested and you make a diligent effort, it is quite easy to break into the field. I would suggest taking some acting classes and working in the field. Once you take acting classes, then you're going to need to start going through an audition process. Now, if you get proper acting instruction, then you'll be taught on how to prepare monologues. A monologue is a short speech or a short presentation of your acting abilities. It's generally 3 to 5 minutes for an audition. Some monologues can be longer. Generally, actors or actresses would like to have a variety of monologues available for going to an audition. When you go to an audition, you'll be asked to read a monologue, perhaps a serious monologue or a comedic monologue. If you're trying to audition for a musical part, you might be asked to sing a piece of work or have a song or a piece already ready-made. Now, how do you get an audition to start with? If you look online, there are many places to go and look and find auditions, or what we would call open calls or casting calls in your city. But generally, in every major city, there are local stages and community theaters or plays being produced, and a lot of times these entities have open calls or casting calls for people to come in. Now, as an actor or performer, you can go and get representation from a talent agency if you want to take this on seriously. Or if you're doing this on the side and just want to learn the ropes in the field and be involved on a small-time basis in your local community, then you can create an acting resume, which will have your background, your history, your education, but also other things such as your height, your weight, your hair color, eye color, proportions, and some of the extracurricular activities that you would put onto a resume when you relate to acting, as opposed to a professional or academic resume. And you'd be able to go and take that resume along with headshots, and a headshot is basically just a picture done properly in a studio with your face and possibly from your chest on up. If you're doing modeling or fashion work, then maybe you want a full-size photo of your whole body, and dressed appropriately, of course. Sometimes actors and actresses like to have professional shots done and create a whole portfolio of images, and you can also put that up on a website that you create for yourself to market yourself as an actor or a person with talent. Many times professional actors like to have their headshots in black and white. This connotes a more formal professional look, and sometimes that does work. But it's generally fairly easy to break into the acting field if, and I repeat, if you've got the chops. Now, when I say if you've got the chops, what do I mean? I mean, if you've got real skill and if you're passionate and can get into character and can pick up your lines quickly, just like anything else, if you're going to get into the acting field and you want to be in a part that has lots of lines, you're going to have to learn to memorize lines. But when I say if you've got the chops, if you can reach into your soul, reach into your spirit and bring out a character and bring a character to life on screen and are able to do that, then acting is actually a quite interesting field, and one that we're seeing more interest from Muslims and people from other cultures to get involved. As we know, in Canada, they just released a show called Little Mosque on the Prairie, and it's being picked up in its second season. Here in the United States, CW's starting a show called Aliens in America about a Muslim foreign exchange student. Showtime ran a show called Sleeper Cell about Muslim terrorists. And there are a few projects going on. A new movie just coming out is called The Jinn, having to do with jinns and Islam. And so more and more characters are starting to show up that have Middle Eastern culture or Islamic culture, yet there is still a lack of Muslims in the field of acting and media and the arts and entertainment. And so as we see, if you watch, a lot of times the parts of Muslims are played by either Indians who are Hindus or Hispanic people who might not be Muslim, and then the standard few Arab faces that you always see. And many times we tend to complain as Muslims about the roles that you see Muslims in the acting field, and that's because you always see Muslims being portrayed as terrorism by major Hollywood studios, but that is starting to change. And so as we're seeing the changes occur, it's going to be necessary for Muslims to step up and take a more active role and be progressive and aggressive in breaking into the field where there is a desire to portray different talent and have different characters and actors and actresses step up and show their own true colors. And so acting as a field is one that can be done either professionally or even as a hobby on the side. And it's one of the new alternative careers that Muslims all over the United States and Canada and any parts in the West should start to look into to help integrate and be better role models and representatives for the Muslim community. Acting, voiceover work, acting talent, and stage work. New alternative careers for Muslims to help integrate into society in the West. Assalamu alaikum, and thanks for watching Hot Conflict.